Bienvenue tout le monde. Welcome everyone to the fourth episode of Virtual ArtJam. My name is Sasha Jones. Happy to be your host. On a une belle journée grisâtre, si c'est ça le terme, avec nous. Donc c'est bon. Vous en allez pas nulle part. Donc ça c'est un bon signe. Donc on espère d'avoir un cool épisode pour vous autres. So today we have a bunch of cool artists, music videos, and more for you. So we have Fauna, we have Phrase, we have Lucid Dreams Adventures, we got Cheyenne Sun. It's gonna definitely be a packed night for us. So thank you for joining us. Once again, you are tuning in to Virtual ArtJam at NOMAD Live. Merci d'être là tout le monde. Petit segment de nouveautés. On a vu que il y a quelques développements, bien sûr. Moi, j'essaie juste de prendre les côtés qui sont plus cool. Je laisse les mauvaises nouvelles de côté. Donc, on a maintenant des plans de la Ville de Montréal pour faire beaucoup plus de sentiers pour les bicyclettes, sentiers pour les randonnées pédestres, etc., pour que ce soit plus fluide à travers la ville. Donc, je pense que des centaines de kilomètres de ça vont se développer dans la ville de Montréal. Moi, je trouve que c'est une excellente idée. So, a bunch of cool bike paths going all around Montreal. So, definitely cool for people who are into biking their way instead of driving their way. So, it's definitely a good news, I guess. Hopefully, we'll have this after the pandemic, have people a little bit more healthy, a little bit more, active. Always good, right? Never a bad thing. Another thing that I've seen, very interesting, is drive-in concerts. Les concerts dans les cinéparcs, this is now a thing. So this is their new reality. So new festivals are popping up, not only in the States, but actually there's one in BC that I came. So people coming with their car, listening to people on a stage and tuning into the radio. It's like a retro future, back to the future, back to the new millennium. I don't know what it is. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez des concerts dans les cinéparcs? Mettez donc des commentaires. Est-ce que vous pensez que c'est cool? Est-ce que ça met dessus vraiment un plaster sur le itch qu'on a d'aller voir des concerts? Je suis pas encore sûr, moi personnellement. On dirait qu'être dans un auto, je me dis que le vibe, c'est comme j'ai le goût d'avoir du fun, mais je suis assis en train d'écouter la radio. Fait que mettez donc des commentaires. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez des festivals dans des cinéparcs ou juste des shows dans des cinéparcs? So, a bunch of artists are doing it now. Is it cool? Yeah or nay? Let us know in the comments. So, without further ado, we will start out with a music video from a fellow person from Vancouver, BC, Phrase, with his music video Paddling. And just after that, we're going to catch up with him and Fauna on the Zoomity Zoom. So here you go, folks. Phrase, Paddling.
Lazy river, I got arrows in my quiver to deliver beats, that's what's for dinner. Trying to find my center, but I'm still running laps around this winter. To get this beat to your block, like a cheetah to a trot. I'm the springs to this clock, and we'll bump it up a pop. You got the people in the streets, and we're moving nimble. Give you that 808, your speakers and your cruising symbol. I know this life is living, but we ain't the way they living. Don't bow down to that person, ain't giving as much we giving. Giving an instrumental, gonna add it to the top, and we're not gonna stop, no. Not gonna stop, no. Paddling, paddling, keep paddling, paddling, keep paddling, 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 keep paddling, paddling, keep paddling, paddling, keep paddling, paddling, keep paddling, paddling, paddling. As I roll out of the woods, I'm feeling misunderstood. But I put my pedal to the gritty grime of the city. To go, to get it, to go, to get it. Just ask Madeline. I've been brought in cattle battle, evil, Knieveling people to treat me as an equal. Sequel after sequel, same plot and ego. Don't you wanna see something different, people? Paddling, paddling, keep paddling, paddling, keep paddling, paddling. Keep paddling, paddling, paddling. Keep paddling, paddling. Keep paddling, paddling. Paddling, paddling. Keep paddling, paddling, paddling. You're looking for something different, but you're looking in the same place with the same face, same face. You're looking for something different, but you're looking in the same place with the same face, same face. But we got to change, we got to change, we got to change our ways. We got to change, we got to change, we got to change our ways. We got to change, we got to change, we got to change our ways. We got to change, we got to change, we got to change our ways.
So that was Paddling by the artist Phrase. So if you're just joining us, you are tuned in to Virtual Art Jam at Nomad Life. My name is Sasha Jones, and we have not only Phrase, but also Fauna here on the Zoom. So how's it going, people? Are you guys, how are you guys holding up?
Super good.
Awesome. Yeah, we've been keeping busy.
Yeah, I see that. So just give a little bit of context to the people. So I know you are both co-joined into a contest, a music contest running, if I'm not mistaken, from the BC Board of Music or something.
Yeah,
or something.
it's called Music.
You guys introduce it, yeah.
So it's a contest run by Music BC, but it's called the Canadian Songwriter Challenge. And they ask songwriters to join up with another songwriter, long distance, obviously, and social distancing, to write a song and submit it. And then they chose from 150 songs, they chose 15 songs. And so our song is in that top 15. And then each one of those 15 songs was assigned a mentor. So our mentor was Dave Jen from 5440. And he also used to play in Matthew Good Band and is a producer out of Vancouver, who we got to chat to about our song. And he really loved our song. So we didn't get a lot of like harsh criticism, which was nice.
We still worked our butts off, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, he was like, it's great, but it could be better, which was cool.
It could always be better.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, honestly, getting to work with all the mentors. We had it was sort of like a songwriting workshop as well as a contest, right? Just a great experience, something to work towards, especially in these conditions right now, also like our theme was alone together,
right?
So we sort of had to, it's very relevant to the situation, I would say. And we actually have to submit it tonight. Tonight's the deadline, and then we open the voting for the top 5 on Monday.
Cool. So this is an initiative for staying at home, basically. So it's made purposely for the times that we're living right now, trying to get people to I guess create together while staying at home doing it for the musicians, basically, right?
Exactly. It is a thing that happens every year. Usually the songwriters get together in one place for the weekend and work on the song and then submit the song. But obviously during this time you can do that, which is great because I'm actually not in BC right now. So I wouldn't have been able to do it. So
me either, right?
Yeah.
That's the silver lining. Like I wouldn't have been able to be a part of this had we not been in the middle of a pandemic. So
right.
Yeah, definitely. There's so many opportunities that kind of pop up, and not just like creatively, but doing connections. Like I've started talking and hanging out with people that I don't usually hang out with for some weird reason. I guess it just happens. There's just a shuffling of the board. So how did you two kind of meet up for this contest?
Well, we had a project going in Montreal before I left, about in 2015. We were playing together at a place called Honey Martin's in NDG. We had a weekly night called Jazz and Dilla with our friend Tams, ArtJam, who's a beat maker. And we just wanted to throw a weekly, Fawn and I had been singing, doing a duo kind of covers thing where we would do like hip hop, kind of R&B acoustic covers. And then Tams came in the mix with his like live beat making machine, and they really liked it and gave us a weekly. So we would do Sunday nights and we'd play jazz music in the intermissions and then and hip hop beats, and then we would do our sets. And then I got called away to do a tour in India, and I had to like peace out. Okay. But right before that, we got a call from Jay Dilla's little brother, Illa J, who is an amazing singer, beat maker, songwriter, and he checked out our night and really loved it. And he took over for me when I left. So all of a sudden, you know, but we haven't worked together in a while. I've been busy on my solo project. But when this contest came up where it was like work with somebody else remotely, I thought of her right away because I've been wanting to do something with her for a while. And I knew that if we had a deadline, she would do it.
That's it. Like, God bless deadlines, because I swear I would never get anything done. But no, it's been really nice to like work towards something this hard, you know, during these times. Like, it's a really like nice distraction and, you know, like a nice challenge for me creatively, especially coming out of like a bit of a creative slump. So it definitely kind of lit the fire under my ass. I'm definitely really glad Phrase asked me to be a part of this project because, yeah, I've definitely gained a lot of insight, you know, just towards the songwriting process, just working with the mentors. Like, even if we don't make top 5, like I already feel like we won because it's just been such an awesome experience, and it gave me something to do.
That's
yeah. And we're gonna start an EP now. We have to finish. We have to do more because
it worked for sure.
really well. And
it flowed pretty easily. It really, like, we actually from start to finish, Phrase sent me the beat. He had some lyric ideas. I wrote my lyrics. I recorded it. We filmed a video all within the span of like 5 days, I think. So yeah, you make diamonds under pressure, I guess. I don't know.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely have the time. So we're definitely entering, I guess, a creative renaissance. So seize the moment and definitely keep on creating. So for the songwriter contest, how does one vote for you guys? Should they want to support you?
Yeah, well, we hope so.
The song goes live on Monday. And I'll be sharing it on my page if you want to look me up. Phrase Music, Frase Music, and Fauna is
Fawana.
And music as well. And maybe I'll send you the link, and you can let good vibe people know what's going on.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Will do. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I definitely will keep an eye on that project and subsequent projects. Obviously, love the music videos that you guys have posted. And speaking of music videos, we will leave you guys with Lungs from Fauna, which is Jenna's project. That is her last EP, right? If I'm not mistaken, is
This is correct, yeah, with Kobrayama, Brooklyn producer. We're actually working on another one as well, so stay tuned for that.
Amazing. So super soulful trip hop. Let's listen to it. Thanks again, guys. And here is Fauna Lungs on Virtual Art Jam. Welcome back. My name is Sasha Jones. So that was Lungs from Fauna, and also it was Phrase with Paddling. So definitely check both of their respective projects out. Maintenant, on va passer à un throwback ArtJam d'il y a à peu près un an, où est-ce que Lucid Dreams Adventure y performait lorsqu'il y avait plein de monde et que la vie était belle. Donc regardons ce vidéo du ArtJam volume autour de volume 20, si je ne me trompe pas, pour Lucid Dreams Adventure. Et ensuite, on va aller à une petite entrevue avec les gars sur Zoom. What's up, guys? Vous êtes là? En forme?
What's up, man?
Ah, ça va, et toi?
Oui, super. Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec vous autres durant ces temps étranges? Est-ce que vous êtes en mode ultra créatif? Vous êtes en mode laid back? C'est quoi les plans que vous aviez en ce moment?
Toi, tu me disais que t'as quand même beaucoup de douce, toi?
Ouais, ben moi, ça a été laid back. Je finissais, dans le fond, mon bac à distance là, avec tout ce qui se passe.
Oui.
C'était un peu plus rough, mais tu vois, j'ai quand même pris le temps de produire un peu, pas trop. Je pense que Marc était plus actif que moi là, pendant le temps.
Being
pendant le
humble.
confinement, yeah.
Non, mais moi j'ai écrit un peu. Je me suis, moi, not a producer, mais j'ai envie de commencer. Fait que là, avec un peu ma nouvelle situation financière qui est un peu mieux qu'elle était avant, grâce au PCU, là, je me suis acheté un peu d'équipement pour m'aider à produire de la musique. Sinon, j'ai écrit certains verses ici et là, sans plus. Tu sais, garde ça relax.
Cool. Spending that PCU money, baby, sur du gros
Yeah,
gear.
on good.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Soit d'enjoy les petites choses de la vie que des fois on prend un peu pour acquis là, quand tout roule, puis que la machine elle roule constamment, puis t'es en mode automatique, tu vois, ça permet de prendre un peu un step back, puis d'être un peu plus introspectif par rapport à tout ce qui se passe. Donc ouais, ça a été rough, mais en même temps, ça a été une belle expérience. J'ai habité chez ma copine là, pendant le temps, puis c'était vraiment sharp. Puis c'est ça, j'ai fini mes études, fait que ça c'était cool aussi. Mais sinon, tu vois, je pense que c'est prendre le temps un peu de comme relaxer et tout, puis de se ressourcer, là, qui est vraiment cool avec ça, malgré bon, évidemment, tout ce qui se passe, là, qui est très rough, mais je pense qu'on peut voir un peu de positif là-dedans.
Merci et continuez de créer et j'espère que vos projets qui s'en viennent portent fruit dans un futur rapproché.
Merci de nous avoir invités, puis pareillement, ouais.
No, I said it personal.
C'est correct. I was inspired.
It's all good. Merci beaucoup.
Merci, là.
Donc, ça, c'était Lucid Dreams Adventures. Donc, ils ont dit, les deux des projets respectifs et on dirait qu'ils ont un pas de recul en ce moment. Je les ai sentis très, très sereins par rapport à toute la situation et c'est probablement une bonne attitude à avoir. Maintenant, on poursuit. Un petit peu plus tôt aujourd'hui, Jason a eu une conversation avec un artiste qui nous a été envoyé par Collective Arts. Donc, encore merci une fois, Collective Arts, d'avoir été nos partenaires depuis le début des ArtJam virtuels. On est maintenant à épisode 4, je vous rappelle. Natalie Very B. So, there was a conversation with Natalie Very B from Collective Arts. So, let's go at it.
Thank you, Sasha. Now, for the Collective Arts segment this week, we have an amazing artist called Natalie Very B, who's in Toronto and whom we got right here via Zoom. How you doing, Natalie?
The space?
Oh, the space, indeed. It is an amazing space here. Let me show you.
Oh, wow. I thought that was your apartment.
Ha ha.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's not my apartment, but it's my building. This is NOMAD. We're a production studio, and yeah, we do like webcasting here all the time, every day. We're live right now.
That's amazing. Yeah, I did read about it for a bit there.
Well, you know what you can do, a good way to experience it, let's say, is our slow TV. You just leave it on, and it goes on 24/7, and we always try to make the content fit with the present moment. I was watching or listening to it more while on my walk over, and the sun was setting here, and the sun was setting on the stream as well.
Aww.
It was really kind of a moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
so lovely.
Let's talk about you. What's your name, and what do you do?
My name is Natalie Verbi, and I consider myself to be an illustrator, muralist, and educator. That's primarily what I do.
When we create with our hands, we have a chance to turn off the judgment in our heads. When we're in that space, we can just flow without second-guessing ourselves. My name is Natalie Verbi, and I'm an illustrator, educator, and muralist.
What's a common thread that you find through everything that you do?
There's a few things, I think. So first one is feminism. I'm really, a big feminist, and I really want to show that through my work as well and the messaging. Second thing is body positivity. So I really want to talk about how all different shapes and sizes of people are all correct and beautiful and amazing. And the third one is the educational part. So I really find that arts and mental health go together. So through my workshops, I really bring that, creativity can heal your soul. And I think that's pretty much the whole spectrum of my practice. And I'm going to school for art therapy in September. So there's going to be another bonus to what I'm doing.
What made you start to draw? Was it something you've been doing since forever, or?
No, so actually I never really drew or painted or anything like that. I mostly was, encouraged to become a doctor, like a good kid that makes lots of money. So I never really drew or never really expressed myself creatively until I went to art school.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was like, I'll be an artist, and then
but something must have sent you to art school.
I didn't know what to do with my life. What to do? I had no idea.
So art was what, like the easiest thing?
No, it was like the closest thing to my heart, I find. Like I don't think it's easy just because, like, especially I had no experience in art, so like I had no idea what I was doing, and but it kind of worked out for me, and it was just like, that sensation that you're going in the right direction. That's kind of what I felt when I went to art school, and it just started a new thing for me.
So how is creativity and art helping you through these strange times?
You know what? At the beginning, I was kind of feeling down, and for the first 2 weeks of quarantine, I just didn't do anything. I couldn't even make myself draw, which I do all the time and every day. But now that I've had so much time for myself, I'm actually digging out things from my supply stash, and I'm making stuff that I didn't know I could make. So like little resin things or clay or just like stuff that really makes me feel like I'm a child again, which lets me explore that creativity in like a different way than just me creating illustrations. So
is it because you're at home and the shops aren't open, so you need to work with materials that you have handy?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, boy, what can I do? What can I do from the stuff that I already have? And this really makes me utilize the items I already purchased before and kind of make something new out of them.
That's so interesting. I hadn't really realized it, but we've been experiencing the same thing,
Yeah.
With everything, like with cooking, it's a lot tougher to go to the store. We don't want to do the lineup. So
such a pain.
Yeah, it's a real pain. So we're using what we have in a much better way, much more consciously. We're avoiding lineups by ordering from farms, and there's all kinds of programs out there for that. And and the same thing with creativity. The way it's impacting my life is I'm driving a lot less because I have more time to get places. So I'll walk. So I'm filming a lot more than usual, and because of that, I'm editing a lot more. And as I was saying, we're doing this slow TV. So all this kind of slow living is just being done with whatever time and tools we have at our disposal. And I really hadn't thought of it like that.
But even you mentioning the slow TV just really makes me think how we are all slowing down, how we're really taking time for other things that are maybe not as career and money driven. We're just kind of focusing inwards, and that has been really beneficial for me to just like finding new facets of yourself and how you can express it and maybe help other people along the way.
Yeah. Oh, I saw the project you did with Collective Arts. Did you lead that? It was for International Women's Day.
I am not a bitch. I am not weak.
I am not on my period. I am not moody.
I will be a leader.
I will never stop calling you out.
I am not irrational.
I will sit at the table and make decisions.
I will defy convention.
I will get shit done.
I will be unstoppable.
I will speak up for myself and for women who can't. I am independent.
I am tempestuous. I am determined.
I am a quiet confidence. I am self-assured.
I am unapologetic.
I am passionate.
So I was the designer for the beer can itself. However, the beer was made all by women as well. So it was designed, thought of, and created all by women. And I was just a part of it, which was amazing. And I also did a workshop for body positivity during that day for the festival.
Today I had a really wonderful opportunity to host a workshop at the Collective Arts Brewery, and all the women that came to my workshop created self-portraits that were based in self-love and in self-acceptance. When I started putting a lot of artwork out and getting a positive response, it didn't really stimulate me enough. I found that it's a lot more important to make a difference in people's lives. When I started doing these workshops, I started healing myself as well as other people and giving them the tools to start loving themselves and regain that love for their own bodies.
I'm quite the feminist myself. It's my girlfriend gave me a mug that says feminist on it in pink. Yeah. It all comes from like the sun calendar and humanity being the only species on the planet that's following the sun as opposed to the moon, which every other species follows. Even, our own bodies follow the moon in ways that we don't even think about. And women, they're more tuned into that.
Oh, 100%. I have a whole series of products that's just based on, the moon and the moon calendar throughout the year, and how we as females are really attuned to it, and how nature is all based on it, right?
Yeah.
So that is definitely a big part of my practice. So thank you for bringing that up. I love the moon. I love everything it does. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, you just saw a bit of my crazy side come out, though.
Oh, I wouldn't call that crazy. I would call that, okay, my thing is, if we are so obnoxious as humans to not take into account that a ginormous celestial body has an impact on us, that's not very smart. So everything in space has an effect on us and on other objects in space. And if it's a planet, how could it not affect the way we feel and act? It's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I don't know what day it is anymore.
That's been good, no?
I know. I'm a tiny little bit sad that the pandemic is I'm not sad because it's slowing down, but I'm sad because it won't be Sunday every day anymore.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Of course, you don't want people to keep getting sick and dying. I didn't think you did. No. But it doesn't have to go back. I really have been glad myself since day one. I didn't have this 2-week period. I had a shock, but at the same time, right away, I just thought this is going to bring a lot of good, and it's been so great for the planet, and it's been very good for my health and the way that I'm handling each one of my days. And yeah, it's opening our minds up to a lot of good things, and it's giving the planet a well-deserved break. And I feel like we should never go back to the way things were.
I just don't know how we can come up with a way to sustain this, also sustain the economy and make people happy. There's just so many things that go into play when it comes to that. But I think what I really enjoyed is that the rat race is not there, in a sense, especially in Toronto and Montreal and New York. You see all these hundreds of people on the street just always rushing somewhere, always getting somewhere. And I really love not having that. I bike everywhere, I walk everywhere now. It's gonna take an hour and a half to walk, even better.
Yeah,
happy to
even
do
better.
It. Somewhere in between to still be sane and calm and peaceful and not have all these issues and still work and do all the other stuff. So I don't know. I think it's a wake-up call for the society.
Yeah, a good one. Very good one.
Yeah.
Right. Nice talking to you, Natalie. Natalie Very B. What a great name. Did your mama give you that name?
No. Thank you so much for chatting.
It's a real pleasure.
Have a lovely day.
And that's what it was. That was great. Natalie Very B from Collective Arts, resident artist. Ah, that was lovely. All right, back to you, Sasha.
So recently I saw a article about a LA creative design studio doing pandemic rave suits. Have you guys heard about this? So basically they look like suits to go into space, and it's for people willing to go clubbing, go dancing. So for now it's just a design, but they say if ever for some reason the pandemic is keeps going on, they will definitely go into production. Donc des suits pour faire des raves, ça ressemble vraiment à des suits d'astronautes. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Est-ce que si ça continue comme ça pendant un an, vous penseriez l'acheter ou vous préférez pas en avoir du tout? Apparently there's even a disposable for vaping and some other crazy stuff. So it's really for people that are ready to go, ready to party, no matter what, no matter the circumstance. So if ever we do get on Mars, we'll already have our suits. So that's amazing news. So without further ado, we are going to a next music video from Cheyenne Sun, which is on my mind, and we have him and the director on Zoom right after. So bienvenue à ceux qui viennent de rentrer. On a une vidéo de Cheyenne Sun qui fait la prestation de On My Mind sur ArtJam virtuel. Allons voir ça.
Special.
So that was On My Mind by Cheyenne Sun and his producer, director, Ryan Kenna, that we're about to have. So we got these two guys on Zoom. So let's get to them. What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Good. Hey, digging the music video. I find it's very different. I definitely took me for a ride. So congrats, very nice aesthetic, great production. What led to this video? Like how did it all come about? Like how did you guys get together to do it?
Well, me and Ryan, we went to Dawson College before. I saw one of his videos. We weren't friends at the time, but I was really impressed because we were both in the cinema and communications program. And he had something that was very different every time I saw it. And by then I was getting more into music. I had a band called Made Men. And, I hit him up and I'm like, let's make a music video. And we made it one last year called Funland. And that was all over Montreal. It was mainly like shooting around Montreal. And it was a good time because it was with friends. And after that one, we loved it. So we said, let's do another one.
Cool. And what I like about it is that I find it's, sometimes you see videos, clips that really just look like, okay, it's a music video. But now I find that one has an aesthetic of, it could have been a story. It could have been like an episode in some kind of TV series, which thought I was even more appealing. So can you guys talk a little bit about the aesthetic? Maybe Ryan, you can do say a word or two about how you went about it.
Yeah. So yeah, as Cheyenne was saying, we made that music video, and we were talking about like what we liked in other music videos, and we really were attracted to the directors, the Safdie brothers, and their most recent film, Uncut Gems.
Right.
So we love that aesthetic, and we wanted to like sort of carry that through to the next one, except to go like all in. So for On My Mind, we really wanted to hammer home like it's a really intense music video, even though it's a very simple story. We wanted to make it feel like it was interesting and exciting. So we kind of just, we shot in locations that were available to us, and it was all handheld, and we wanted to make it look sort of like it was shot on film and also just very real. So that's kind of what we were trying to go for.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And how is your creative process going in these times? Have you guys kept shooting, or are you guys out for the time being?
Yeah, we're kind of. I mean, Cheyenne. I'm sure he can like. Music and stuff. Yeah.
I've been working on. I just released an album. It was a part of. On My Mind was a single from the album. It's called Always in Space. And, so I released that and I was polishing it for the first 2 weeks of the quarantine. And, once you let an album out in the world, it's like you're letting a baby out. And, you did all you could to feed it and nurture it. And, it's on to the next one. So, yeah, trying to work on some new stuff. And, yeah.
Yeah, and we wanted to do like another music video following up this one. But, with all the stuff going on, it's pretty much impossible, so that's pretty much been halted, so we kind of just have to wait, but we've been planning and doing all that kind of stuff, so I think it's fine in terms of like you're able to plan for the future and all that stuff, but right now it's kind of impossible.
Have you guys found that you have positive transformations out of this whole situation? Like, for example, I've been trying things that I haven't tried before, and I'm really just going all in on a bunch of directions that I told myself I never had time and that I would eventually, but now I actually have the time to do it. So I'm wondering, what about you guys? Do you experience a similar thing, or is it mostly negative for you guys?
Well, for me personally, I think it's pretty positive because I feel like even in the midst of everything that's happening and all the really shitty things that are happening, it's allowed people to just relax and focus on what they really want to do. So for me personally, I've just been catching up on a bunch of stuff that I didn't have time for before, like working out and catching up on movies and books and stuff like that. So I think it's been a pretty good effect, at least for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me too. It's been pretty good. I've been listening to a lot of Oriental music, so trying to get some different types of influences in my own music, rather than just listening to the West type of music. So a lot of Chinese music, a lot of, Indian music, the instruments mainly. Like it's cool when you add layers and layers on top of your songs. you don't really notice it at first, but it's just like a little bit of spice. You know, you put all these different ingredients, which brings out the final product. And they're like, whoa, was that a pipa? Was that a I don't know, just a random instrument with a crazy name?
Yeah, exactly. Instruments that you've never heard a name before. But
Yeah.
it's crazy because there's so much content out there that's being produced every day, constantly, and that has been produced in the past. And it's like, if I feel personally that I'm just kind of catching up on how crazy and wild the internet is, just how it's a bottomless sea of beauty and disgustingness and just infinity, basically. And
Yeah.
it's kind of, you're just catching up on, because now you have the time, instead of going out, instead of doing something else, to do more screen time. And it just kind of it starts enmeshing in you that there's so much out there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to take the positive out of it, because there's so much that's coming towards you. It's almost like Mike Tyson; he's punching you all over the place, and you got to block off the negative stuff. So you can't really, you got to take what's the positive and translate it into into your daily life.
Oh, definitely. Well, just technology in general, right? It's just a new way to think. You're a cyborg now. You have access to so many different tools, so many different windows in your mind, you know? So I guess sometimes you do have to block it off to focus on what's meaningful and what's right for you. So it's definitely a new way to think. And I guess we're just kind of getting into the grasp of it. I mean, social media, the way we know it today, is super recent, you know, and we're not evolved to kind of deal with it. And right now we're just kind of catching up on all the craziness that is happening on the internet, whether it's creative content or otherwise. So it's just kind of a new way to think. So so what is next for you guys? Is there other music videos on the way, or any other projects that we should be aware of, quarantine or post-quarantine?
Whole new batch of music videos after this. I think like we have 3 pretty solid ideas, and we're just going to bang them out like one after the other. So definitely stay subscribed to Cheyenne Sun for those upcoming videos. But yeah, lots of stuff coming up.
Yeah, me and Ryan work really well because it's we learn to compromise, and if something's not working, we'll trust each other's instincts to put the our ego down and say, okay, like we got to get this going. We have a vision, but no one's trying to put in an agenda where it's like it has to be my way, this way. So I think that's why we work really well together, and we come up with so many different ideas we don't even know where to start. So I think a lot of good things are coming.
I love the collaborative spirit that you guys have. You spoke about not stepping on each other's toes, getting ego out of the way. All good things that it is definitely hard, when you're within a project and you have different opinions, different ways of thinking, but sometimes with good people it just meshes, So it feels like you guys are on the same page for that. So once again, super cool video. I love the uncut gems taste of it. Crazy movie, by the way. But definitely thanks for being on, guys, on the show. We'll definitely keep in touch. Keep being creative.
Thanks for having us on, eh?
Yeah, thank you.
So that was Cheyenne's son and his director, Ryan Kenna, that just spoke with us a little bit about their current music video that came out recently, On My Mind, that we just played. So that's a wrap, folks. C'est fini déjà, je sais, ça a passé vite, mais on va être là la semaine prochaine, vendredi prochain, et le vendredi d'après, et probablement le vendredi d'après. Donc, inquiétez-vous pas. Once again, my name is Sasha Jones from Good Vibe People. We produce ArtJam at Nomad Life here, and we're keeping going through the virtualness of it all, trying to keep you guys enmeshed with the culture and hopefully create a connection that goes beyond the screen. So here it is, a few images. Have a good night, everybody. On se voit la semaine prochaine.